Hello YouTube, MR1079 coming at you with another World of Warships Legends video. And today we're taking a look at the legendary tiered cruiser Juno for the Pan-Asian line. And I would say, been wanting to do this video for a while, had her for a while, but haven't played her since I always wanted to take my first sight with her with all of you guys. And if you all play the PC version, this is the, I believe, tier 10 cruiser Austin. She is basically a upgraded version of the Atlanta class, with just a new type of guns, because the prior model to this that was an upgraded version of the Atlanta class was going to have the Montana class secondary armament. I think they were like the 50 caliber versions or something, or just an new gun mount or something. These are auto loading, like 3-inch guns or something like that. I'll have to look. Yeah, love the camouflage. The commander that I have for her, you can swap out AA or repair party. All her standard upgrades you can get for her, which I have none at the moment. And let me see real quick. Let's ask me local little fact checker. Alexa, what is 127 millimeter in inches?
127 millimeters is 5 inches.
No, so they're 5-inch guns too. $14 kilometers, very good. Better AA on some battleships, or just about some battleships, or 0.2 more kilometers. In this, unless I'm completely missing it, does anyone know? Let it know in the comments below. Can we change this from kilometers, millimeters to inches, just to make it easier for, of course, my American brain, since I don't know millimeters, kilometers, and all that. I like miles in inches and all that. You can read that. Pretty much no history, never built, just a product design. But I will show you the previous model that was supposed to be the upgraded version of the Atlantic class, this Sinju here. Pretty much the Montana guns. These are pretty much just AA gun cruisers that were supposed to be going around the Pacific, especially protecting the fleet from kamikaze attacks, and on when we were supposed to go before we dropped the 2 atomic bombs on mainland Japan. These are supposed to just stay off the coast with the battleships protecting them, and the carriers as well. But I do believe, even though the ship itself wasn't created, the mount that you see here was. And sadly enough, we don't have access to the other 3 side mounts. Those, I guess, are just made for AA gun defense, because I don't think, yeah, they're not secondary guns whatsoever. So they have to be just AA guns. Too bad it's not like Battle Station Specific, where you could control your secondary guns and your primary guns and all that.
Action stations.
Teammate, I need your support.
Of course you do, you're a battleship. But I'm going around the island where it would be smart to do it, so I have plenty of cover. Thus far, a nice fast ship. before, since it's pretty much a light cruiser. This is what they call Atlanta destroyer leaders. This is practically what that is.
All stations, concentrate fire on the target.
I'd have to frickin' hear that name a couple times. But that's a Japanese, probably heavy cruiser. I don't happen to have that ship at the moment in time.
Enemy battleship sighted. Smoke generator started.
Frickin' big arc.
Smoke screen
Definitely
set.
if you don't know where the enemy is. Back it up, back it up, back it up, back it up. Stay in the smoke.
I need intelligence data.
We'll go get it. I'm a light unit. You're the heavy unit. I'm primarily more useful when there's aircraft carriers and stuff. Not when there's not. Since they're leaving, we can get going and hide it around the next island. We launch a volley of torpedoes.
Enemy battleship detected.
They'll probably start going, so we'll just launch them ahead just whenever. Finally, struck. See how much the 5-inch guns do is armor piercing.
All stations, concentrate fire on the target.
Thus far good, but I'm also playing smart. And if you're wondering why my freaking aiming reticle keeps going up, it's because freaking stick drift on this darn controller. So I do apologize for it.
The enemy is about to win.
What was that? So we have plenty of time before we get into that, till we get out of the first area. Got him.
Enemy battleship sunk.
Would like to see this ship in action with an actual aircraft carrier going around, or even the hybrid carriers, which, well, at the time that this comes out, those should already be out. or coming out at least, one or the other. Yeah, I'm not opening fire until I'm spotted. Oh, ease though.
Smoke generator started.
Of course she turns into him. You always do.
Smoke screen set.
That's gonna hurt. See though how much damage he's gonna do. 3 torpedoes.
We've destroyed an enemy battleship.
Hooked. Darn, of course he hits the dang thing. He's not gonna give me a perfect broadside, so I might as well just go give a Hail Mary. Set him on fire too, so let's change. Got him, now it's him.
Problem solved, sir.
How far do they like the arm? Not that far, but still need to keep it ain't. Got my side showing.
The ship is
Nice
on
try.
fire.
Torps. Got him. Watch, that's gonna be a perfect game at the beginning for me, and then when we go against the standard, the non-AI people are gonna lose. Also this, just a sneak preview, the other ships I have for upcoming videos is this one from the cards, and it's... oh yeah, passed him. This little destroyer, which this one actually has a history. And I'll make up short for that, never mind. But let us continue, shall we? Thus far, good. And now I pretty much have every type of ship from Atlanta herself to the spin-off classes that are one step bigger than her, to this final iteration that they would have been if the war would have kept going on and Japan was just throwing aircraft at us. Or pretty much that the first few, what am I trying to, yeah, that the first new jet age didn't come just at the tail end of World War II, and then 5 years later, oh Bofors 5-inch guns that are they're no longer really dual purpose because jets can fly higher and faster than a 5-inch projectile can, and their gun mount can track. Which, well, they did make the Sergeant York. If you don't know what that is, it's basically take a bow for 40 mil and the double mount and just strap it onto a tank chassis and give it radar array for something it's not the radars, and make it the radar do what it was never meant to do. If you want to know any more about it, I recommend just going look up that electrician about it. He did a fantastic video. And the Laffy, the campaign ship of the time I'm doing this, I'm going to follow him. I'm a destroyer leader. I have to protect the little guy. Plus he has smoke, I have smoke. I have 5-inch guns, he has 5-inch guns. He has torpedoes, I have torpedoes. Except I think he has sonar.
Teammate, I need your support.
At least I can let him get away, though, when I'm getting chewed up. I know that much. Eee.
Enemy battleship detected. Set a smoke screen. The ship is on fire. Smoke generator problem solved, sir.
Thanks, Laffy. I'll set it. Don't worry.
Nice work.
I knew he had radar.
Smoke screen set.
I knew I was gonna have a bad game. Come on, I just need to be a freaking heel.
Problem solved, sir.
Ooh. Maybe I can get him. If Laffy draws him out, I can. Come on, you. No, you're frickin' right there, so come on. Pop out and say hi, why don't you? No, back it up, back it up, back it up, back it up! Ow. Darn it.
The enemy
I
team
knew
has
it.
taken the lead.
I knew. Too good of an AI battle to where it frickin' just took me out right there and then. But my thoughts on Juno. If you're that type of person that likes to fire start ships, fantastic. If you know how to use really light cruisers like this, in tangent with like, if say you have a buddy of yours that really likes playing destroyers, and you like playing destroyers, but you want to have a little bit more oomph behind you, I guess a little bit more health, this is a perfect thing. Or if you have a buddy, say like me, if I had my buddy Driven here, he could play this as I play the aircraft carrier, a little bit occasionally when we play together, he could protect me from the enemy carriers, or he can go out and help the other people, or vice versa. Like I said, one plays a destroyer, the other one plays this. Since it is destroyer leader, basically, like Atlanta is, it would be good. Pretty much, she's free research. I highly recommend her to add to your collection. Pretty much the entire cruiser line for me of the Pan Asian is complete now because of her. So, pretty much, my thoughts are she's a good collection. If you like fire starting ships, if you like Atlanta and all that, she's a good ship to have. She's basically an upskilled Atlanta. And to get the final ship to get to her, since that she's locked behind research, is a good ship. All of them are. Now I'm just rambling. So, that's going to do it all for now. I want to thank you all for watching. Please like and subscribe and hit that bell to notify you anytime that I post a video or go live. And please leave your comments down below and tell me, what are your thoughts on Juno? Do you think maybe they should make a Austin variant where you have an American variant and you can pretty much have the two? You can have Atlanta and her other variant. I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head. And you can have her as an American ship, or do you think it's fine since we have her in the Pan Asian line, it's good enough? Let me know. And as always, I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. See ya.